Now, simply, the three-person process is this. The best way to learn something is to teach it. How many have learned that? How many have learned that when you really teach is when you really learn? In 5 minutes, you will be teaching what I'm teaching you in the next 5 minutes. See yourself now as a teacher. I'm going to briefly describe the three-person process and the 4 benefits that come from the three-person process. Now, notice your behavior right now. See, you don't see yourself as a kind of passive learner. You see yourself as an active teacher. You're just preparing to teach. And that significantly increases your learning. That is the first benefit. The first person teaches. The second person first captures, understands, then evaluates to see if it makes sense, thinks about application, and then teaches the third person. Then that person teaches another person. This way you can take material and cascade it through an entire organization. Second benefit. When you teach, you significantly increase the likelihood of application. For instance, if you're teaching people to be better listeners, isn't it probable that you'll try to be a better listener yourself? See, the real most foundational learning comes from doing. Teaching may give you more intellectual understanding, but the internalization of the ideas comes in the application of those ideas. That's even a higher level of learning. Third benefit. When you teach, you significantly improve communication. Notice the three-person process there. Why do you think communication would be significantly improved? Notice the first person teaches, and what does the second person do? First captures or understands before evaluating. What is the number one obstacle in the field of communication? People do not listen. They do not capture accurately. They evaluate while they're listening. But if people are trained to capture accurately, completely, before they judge, you can listen for purpose, main points, how each point is proven or validated, how each point is illustrated or applied, and value. The fourth benefit. When these things happen I'm talking about, it is very bonding to the relationship. The relationship gets steeper and stronger. Why? There's so much authenticity. There's so much sincerity. There is so much empathy and creativity being manifested in the communication processes. When you do this with your children, you will learn better. The next time you send somebody to a convention, to some training activity, to some association meeting, before they go, what do you say to them? When you return, you will have the privilege of distilling the essence of what you learned to the assembled staff for half an hour. You'll find they'll attend the meeting sober. They'll take notes. From the moment you give that assignment, they will be in Sweat City. Seriously, they'll go to work. All 8 cylinders will go to work. It's the single most powerful thing I have ever learned in the field of education. Use the three-person process, and you will double, quadruple the impact. And you will see those 4 benefits happen. It's the essence of the process that we use, the three-person process.